Hey everyone, so we are back again, like it or not. So just as a refresh, I'm Danielle, this is Rob, this is Katie, we're from Manchester School of Aesthetics, and today we're talking about how to not lower your prices in an industry where everyone is just massively undercutting each other. So you've now trained, you've done all your training, and you've not worked so hard to then go selling your treatments at real like undercut prices, because what's the point in like thriving for a new career and then not making the money that you deserve on it? Rob.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello.
I was just thinking about the response. Yeah, it's one of them that when you're starting off, happily have introductory prices. You want to offer those model prices that cover your costs.
To build up your portfolio.
There's not always going to be profit straight away, and people have that misconception that I'm going to make £100 on a set of lips straight away.
Yeah.
And, when you're first starting off, have those introductory model price offers
prices.
and make sure that it is as a model, because then
Friends,
otherwise
family.
people expect
Yeah.
it to always be that. And then when you try and put your prices back up, people will go, well, I'm not coming to you now because you were £50 last week and now you're trying to charge me 120 for the same treatment.
Yeah.
And it's one of them that as soon as you lower the price, people will think that's always going to be it.
Yeah.
And it's not. And you want to have room to grow. So if you start too low,
Yeah, you
You're not gonna grow.
can't put it back up.
No.
And the thing is as well in the industry, let's not forget about 3 years ago, to have your lips done was at least £350.
Yeah.
And now it's like £500,000 for £60. First of all, let me touch on that. You can't buy £500,000 of filler for £60. You can't buy it because the only ones that do £500,000 are like Juvederm, Restylane, things like that. So that's a red flag that they might actually be sharing your syringe as well. So we stay away from that. But yeah, the prices have gone so down, and we need to try and raise the standards back up and get the prices back up. So I just think go in at a decent price because you're selling yourself short.
If everyone was to have, a level playing field on the pricing and not be undercutting everyone all the time, people then, your clients would be expecting that price.
Yeah.
The reason that they go to cheaper places because they know those people are going to undercut someone else when, it's your business and you are all fighting for those clients. But if you keep yourself, in the right frame of mind, you're always going to have, the clients will come to you because it's not always about the price. People
Not
come for the
everyone's looking
quality.
for a bargain, no.
No, as soon as you drop your pricing, you drop your quality and your standards
Yeah.
as well.
But don't think you're always going to get those people that are going to question why is it so cheap?
Yeah,
You
not
know, it's
everyone's
not always
looking
a
for
good
cheap
thing.
and
No.
cheerful. It's literally your face, and it's so important. And I think there's enough horror stories in the industry and in the media and things like that that it's going to put people off going to people that are selling these treatments for so cheap because they're obviously not using the products. Botox example costs us at least £90 to buy a prescription only medication, including the prescription from the prescriber. So if anyone's selling it cheaper than that, it's not a licensed product. And I think people are becoming more and more educated on it now. So I understand it. So you're struggling a little bit. People aren't coming through. It's so tempting to think, I'm going to put a sale on and lower my price. We had it, didn't we? As an academy, we struggle with the same thing, academies undercutting each other. In May, we were so quiet. But we refused to lower the prices. And the reason is because when I've done the numbers, if I'm to lower the price, because we don't make that much profit on it anyway, if I'm to lower that price, I have to cut corners and the value of the course will go down. I will have to drop a day of teaching. I'll have to drop a teacher, maybe less models, so less product. So I refuse to do it because we know an academy as well, don't we? And they notoriously changed the training industry, I think.
Yeah.
So they cut the prices that low that everyone else was struggling to keep up, and everybody's prices came down, except for the exception of a few. I'm one of them included. Because again, if I have to do that, we have to cut the value of the course. And that was what was happening in the industries. And this is one of the problem. People undercutting each other to get the business. There's enough for everyone.
And it's the case of
yeah.
that, that the training academy now want to put their prices back up, but because people now expect those prices, they're not going to book it at the full price.
It's not even that.
It's worth.
The
do you know what I mean?
value of the course. When I used to do all my training there, and I won't go now because the value of the training was so poor compared to what it used to be. And they never needed to do that because they were so reputable. They didn't need to cut the corners, and now they can't get the prices back up and they've dropped all the staff. No one's going there. So in the long run, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you are struggling, every now and then put seasonal offers on, but don't be putting an offer on every week.
Because it's not an offer anymore, it's just the price.
It's-
If
yeah.
you've constantly got a 50% off on, it doesn't have the same effect as you having like a Black Friday offer or a summer sale or a Christmas offer and things like that.
Yeah,
They have
seasonal
more
offers
effect.
are great because everyone's expecting them anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not even, you know, especially for like the Kickstart courses and the Fast Track courses and all those ones, keeping that the same price that it's worth. You know, you always want to charge what your course is worth. Throwing in
Not even
an extra
that,
free course.
It's for the treatments as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for people out there, we need to. What do you think, Katie?
I think it's right, but then also as well, even if you take it back to the basics, what you're saying about the type of training and stuff, but I think even if you're new into the industry, that could sort of influence how you sort of see it, though.
And how you
Whereas
see
if-
yourself and your worth.
Yeah, because if you was to pay good money to do it, you're then going to think, right, this is a reputable business or industry. You're
Yeah.
going to want to keep that quality, so you'll keep it up, and then that's when I think it's also more sort of respect for your business as well that way.
Yeah, when you've invested
Yeah.
properly, you've gone around it the right way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. And it's, I was saying, yeah, everyone does offers, they do offer, but I think really, as well, again, beginning in it, you shouldn't really look for an offer starting off if you're going to boost your career with other training.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
then
I think
offers,
as well, if you put your price high, that sets you out from the crowd at the minute.
yeah.
Because everyone's such a low bar at the moment, and I don't understand why. You can get your lashes done for more than you can a lip filler procedure, and it's a lot of money to invest. It's big complications, it's big risk. We've gone into this career for a better lifestyle, more time management, and we're just all selling ourselves short with these cheapo treatments.
Yeah.
And it's like Katie said, you know, it's about having respect for your business. And at the end of the day, your business is you. So
And setting boundaries with the clients.
if
as
you've
well.
got that respect for, you know, your worth, and you know that, you know, the training that you've had is showed through your treatments, then you shouldn't have to drop your prices.
Yeah.
People are more looking now to the ones that are charging more money because they think, well, they know what they're doing.
And I
They're coming
think
to you for this.
Yeah, I think there's such a big thing around lip filler as well. I think newbies come into the industry thinking it's all about lip filler when it's actually the opposite now. Molly May has changed the industry completely,
Yeah.
whether we like it or we don't, and I actually do like it. So she's made it so much more natural. So not everyone is looking for that £99 lip filler offer. I think now it's more skin is everything. So as part of our course, we teach the skin, so glowing skin, and that is, if you focus on skin, that is going to bring your clients through the door because it's not as scary as having filler. And once they build that trust with you, then they might naturally convert over to kind of like fillers, Botox, Profilo, things like that. But yeah, I think concentrate on what's going to get your clients through the door with minimally invasive treatments, build up a trust, and then your clients will naturally convert over when they see how amazing you are at what you do.
And it's the same with that stigma of, you know, I notice it a lot now that so many more men are coming for these
Men,
treatments.
yeah.
Whereas if you advertise lip filler to men, then they'll be like, oh, I'm not getting that done. I'm not getting that done. But they care so much more about their skin now.
Men are looking
And
at
once
the
you get
skin.
them in, and then, you know, the jaw filler and the cheek filler is so much more popular now.
Yeah,
for
because a man might
ev-
not even
every
know
sort
what
of
they
man.
want.
Yeah.
No.
And it's building that relationship with the client that while they're in and you're discussing things that they may think is imperfections, and you go, well, this would help with this would help with it. It brings them back.
Yeah.
And so many more men now are feeling more confident enough to go to these treatments and have them done.
But the thing is like you only get one skin. And I remember someone said to me years ago, and they was like, you couldn't, if you go and buy a handbag that you really want or you save up for, you don't think twice about buying a handbag for say like £600 or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas that bag will only last you a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Whereas your skin, you've got one skin for
And
your
usually
life.
the treatments for
So
skin are
why?
a lot cheaper, so that's going to attract the clients
Yeah.
without having to drop your injectable prices. It's going to build up the trust. It's going to get those clients through your door. It's more known for everybody, so teenagers, men, women, everyone. So it will bring everybody through your door. It's not just focusing on one type of person, which I think is the worst thing you can do when you're starting an aesthetics business, because aesthetics is all round. Don't focus on your lip filler and your Botox. Focus on the skin.
And
I
people
think is the
think-
biggest tip.
People that come in for treatments, you know, there is that big thing that as soon as you say that you do aesthetics, all they think of is filler and Botox.
Yeah, and it's
And
so
they don't
much
realise
more
there's
than
so
that.
much more. And that's why, like,
Yeah.
with the
So
course that
stereotyped.
we do, the 6-day one, you know, you're not just being taught the basic
No.
treatments of filler and Botox. You're being taught your skin boosters. You're being taught your
Your
vitamin
boosters are
injections,
everything
you know,
at the minute.
your little
Yeah.
bits that you can do that you don't have to charge too much for, but will make you a return on. Like your skincare and things like that are great ways to boost your income.
Yeah, and you're paying very little out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because think of how often could they have the treatments done? You know,
It's
is that-
regular.
yeah,
You can have a
there's-
facial every month.
That's it. Facial skin
I think
is more
that's where
regular.
newbies
rather
are
than-
going wrong in the industry. They're concentrating too much on injectables when people naturally go over to them when you concentrate on kind of skincare and things like that. And I think packages, so upsell, when your clients are there, get them through the door with the skin. And upselling is something that so many people are uncomfortable with. But you're not selling anyone anything that's not going to benefit them, and they won't buy it if they don't want it. So just maybe mention when you're doing the skincare, you know what your skin would really benefit from when you're ready. Is Profilo like an amazing skin booster? Start upselling gently to your clients, dropping the hints in. We are in a sales role, and if you're not uncomfortable around selling your services, you're going to sell so much more.
It's learning how to educate people on it.
Educating them.
Without
instead
coming
of-
across condescending or
Yeah.
offensive.
or a really like sales
Pushy sales.
pitchy, do you know, because
Yeah.
then it's
Pushy
like,
sales is the worst sales you can ever do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you've read from a script, whereas if you're educating people on something, but then also as well, it's better in long term because they're making the right decisions for them and for what they
Yeah.
want. You know,
And
it's
the
giving them that
client's going to
period.
respect you doing a thorough consultation,
Oh yeah,
giving them the tips and the tricks, what you think is going to help them in the long term. I think treatment plans are massively underrated as well. So you don't have to sell them everything here and now. What you can say is, right, what's your budget? What we're working with? Let's get you on a 12-month treatment plan. So we're going to start with the skin. We're going to do a chemical peel, then we're going to do some microneedling, then we're going to go on to the skin boosters, and then maybe in 9 months' time, we'll consider a little bit of Botox. Like a treatment plan is massive for the client because that breaks it down. It gives them 12 months to know, right, in July I'm doing this, I've got my holiday in this, I'm going to be here, and take pictures every time and watch them improve, watch the confidence grow, and your client will return, because they've got that trust. You haven't done the hard sell, but let's not forget you've got them coming back for their benefit, your benefit. You're not selling cheap, you're not doing a bad job just to get that money in.
that's it.
You're creating returning clients.
It's gaining their trust, and then you need to just withhold that trust, or keep it up,
and
maintain
everything
it.
you're doing, if you do it at a great standard with great products,
Yeah,
The
They'll
worst
pay.
thing that
Yeah,
they'll
anyone
pay.
within sales, when you're selling your products, you're selling your treatments, the worst thing that anyone within a sales role can hear is the word no. And that is it. If someone says no, that's fine. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not a case of, well, I think, and people say no to things all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it's just about
I'm
being
not
able
ready
to
for
being
that.
able to
I
take
don't fancy that. I'll
if you
think
can't-
about it.
If you can't take that no as an answer, then it's then hard to move on from it because then you get disheartened to try and do it again. But
Yeah.
out of
It's nothing
10
personal.
people saying no,
If a client doesn't
4
want to
more
go
people
on to
might say
something.
yes. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
as soon as you've got that one yes that's got a year's worth of treatment
Yeah.
plans, it reaps a reward. So if you hear a no, it's literally just a no. It's nothing bad.
because then what you can sort of do is put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone was selling to you and you were saying no to them, how would you?
Yeah, it might
feel?
just not be the right time
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
You don't
So
know everyone's
what have we got?
circumstances.
Yeah.
We've got treatment plans. Don't use cheap products. Don't be afraid of keeping your prices high, doing seasonal offers, but don't drop when you're panicking. Think, right, what's not working? I know what we're missing. Niche.
Yeah.
So I think know who you are as a practitioner. So if you're a young practitioner, you're going to want a certain type of client. If you're an older practitioner, and we actually get this a lot, think women not training because they feel they're too old. The money in older women is huge. We all hate aging. We've got the menopause, our skin dries out, it loses elasticity, it gets thinner, it gets wrinkly. So if you're an older woman coming into aesthetics, you're in a gold mine. Because older women is going to want to relate to another older woman, and we're going to have more done.
It's the
It
same
just
with
is what it is.
a lot more men now train in aesthetics because a
Men.
man feels more comfortable going to another man to
Yeah.
have aesthetics done because it's not as is it demasculating? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of men
Well,
feel
They
a bit-
just
now.
feel more
yeah,
comfortable.
they feel more
going to
comfortable
someone
around
similar.
yeah because they can relate to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is it's the same for so if you have a niche then
Find your niche.
yeah and find the niche in your area. You know, before you even book a course, have
Who's
a look
your
to see
ideal
what's around
client?
you.
That's it, yeah.
And see what they're offering, and what if there's things they're not offering, then you offer them as well.
Yeah.
Because then people will come to you. So if someone's not offering a PRP treatment,
Yeah.
training PRP,
So that's competition
and
as
it's
well.
extra things you
Check
can then
out
add
your
on.
competition.
Yeah.
Where can you improve or stand out a little bit? If they're too cheap, don't even compete. Don't even bother. Stay in
that's a
your
nice
own
one.
lane. Keep your own
Yeah.
prices.
Nice,
That's
that.
good. Yeah. Right off the tongue, that one.
Yeah. So keep your own prices. Check out your competition. Find your niche, whether it's female menopause, males, young people wanting like a trendy look or whatever it is that they want. I'm so out of that game at the moment. But yeah, so we've got trainers for each different niche as well. So we've got the younger ones, the older ones. We've got everything, and you kind of have to keep it that way because it's not like a one-person aesthetics. Everybody wants to look and feel better. And everybody wants to go to someone who can help them do that, that they feel comfortable with, that they know is going to deliver a great job. And that's it.
Yeah.
Keep your prices, your prices.
What's your quote? What's your tip of the day?
Tip of the day.
On the spot.
On the spot.
I threw it out there this time.
Tip of the day is don't be afraid to know your worth.
Katie.
Stay in your own lane. You do you.
Yeah, don't compare
Yeah.
yourself.
No.
What's yours?
Mine would be cheapening your services only cheapens your brand.
Oh, it really does.
It really
well
does.
done, Rob.
Thanks.
You've had some good ones
I've had a
today.
belt through today.
So wrapping it up, we'll see you all soon, and thanks for listening.
See you soon.